I'm recording this because the survivors no longer envy the dead. The final war is over. Its architects forever enjoyed their gilded glorious steel. I watch the efforts of our species dance away on the radioactive wind. Civilization retreated by millennia. All of human history brought to dust. Our cities, now scorched black mausoleums, serve as a reminder. There can be no victory in war. Earth is the answer to the question of our mortality. With resolute defiance, we choose to grasp at the delicate thread of life. My son, the gift of survival is yours. Please, may you never submit. There will be more.
This is it. We are on our own. The air is clear. Welcome home. We're headed straight for oblivion.
Herzlich willkommen zurück auf Schalke America. I'm back. I am back. No Jack tonight. He'll be back next week. We've had a little bit different lives in recent memory, but how is everyone doing? I am ecstatic to be back. It's been a hot minute. It's almost been 2 months since our last podcast. Kuroro, good to see you as well, my friend. Eric, I see you in the chat. Everyone who's reached out, I'm all good. We're all good. Had to deal with, well, first of all, we're going to talk Schalke tonight, obviously. It's been a while, right? So, got to talk the Hanover match we just played. Talk about how it's been compared to, like, what we saw recently, right? We had 2 wins in a row prior to this, right? And then we haven't been on since we had some new players since the end of the transfer market. So I'm going to take a look at some of the players real quick. But let's start off with where the hell have I been? Ryan, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. It's been a minute, right? It's been 2 months. Yeah, you know, sometimes life gets in the way. I had to deal with some bullshit outside of the podcast world in real life. And so I had to get some stuff in order and had to get all my focus on that. So life has stabilized since then. And so, you know, we're looking forward going here. So no big updates in terms of what I'll unveil, but you know, when the time comes, I'll do that. But yeah, glad to be back. Been itching. I have not forgot about Schalke. I've been watching Schalke from a distance. I've been chiming in on the Discord here and there, trying to keep the match week threads going as best I can. So, but I'm back. Nothing has changed with Schalke. Same old problems. Yeah, Kuroro, we're going to get into that. But wow, it's good to be back. Good to be back. And like I said, Jack will be back next week. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programs. So excited about all that. So hopefully my audio has been good. It'll sound good. Let me know, in the chat. If not, it's been a while since I've been on the live stream. So, but yeah, we're going to do, like I said, Monday nights back with the podcast. And then like before the game, like a Friday night or something like that, preview the game. Same old standards we were before, trying to get into some of this nonsense that we're getting into earlier before. So, all right, let's get into it. We got a lot of Schalke to talk about here. Obviously lost the game 2-1 to Hanover. I mean, we pulled a Schalke. It was, as Kuroda said, some things never change. And we thought with the dismissal of Gerards, bringing in of Harry Potter, that at least defensively we'd tighten up, because that's what kind of Van Vonderen's been known for, and has not happened. We still leak goals. We still make idiotic mistakes. We got a new goalkeeper, Loris Karius. Has some flashes of brilliance and flashes of, right? Well, we saw that last game, right? But 2-1. Antti Adje, I guess is we're pronouncing it. He scored the 27th minute. Nice goal there. Good to see. Good combination. Aiden, cross it in. Deflects right to Ajay. Puts it away. 1-0. And lose the game. Goals in the 87th and 88th minute. My goodness. The lineup was fairly standard for the most part of what we've seen over the last month or so. Karius has been starting in goal for the last 3 weeks now. Last 3 games. Gantenbeim in for Thailand Bullet. Bullet was obviously injured, unfortunately, so he couldn't get to start in this one. But Schallenberg, Kaminski, Merkin, Kalash actually got to start and hurt the game. Bachmann segueing in the middle with Aiden, Karaman, Antwi Ajay, and then Ba, the new striker in the lineup. So it's been a fairly standard lineup. At least we've seen consistency under Van Vonderen. As with Gerardt, we did not have that really at all, especially defense. It seemed like there was no consistency. So looking at the Hanover team, Vogelsammer's a name we're familiar with, as well as Lee, Leopold and Kunze, very good midfielders. Newman has been around the block for sure defensively, and then obviously Robert Zieler, good goalkeeper. But it's one of those games where it seemed, yes, the team we're playing was better position than we are in terms of the table, but we didn't feel out of it, did we? No, I mean, based on how the last 2 games prior were going, it seemed like, for the most part, we had the game under control, I think, Early on, we saw a lot of crosses from Aiden and Merkin, onto Ajay as well. Aiden missed he went for a crazy volley early in the game, missed it. Ajay got the goal. We talked about that. Karius, didn't have much to do in the first half. It was really comfortable for the most part in that first half. Second half, Karaman, we started missing some chances that we were going to end up ruining, right? Karaman missed a good chance. Ajay, Karaman missed another header as the half went off. Karius was forced to make some saves in the game. And the one thing that we hadn't seen up prior to this is really a big mistake by Loris Karius. We had the game well under control, and then for some reason, we just took our foot off the gas. And it seems like defensively, we just can never see a full 90, it seems like. We had a couple weeks where we got, obviously, the wins, but it's always something defensively. It's always something. They get the goal. Really, the goal that they scored, it's hard to blame Karius in this one because it was a great shot. I forget who got the shot off. It was Kunza or who got the shot off. I don't remember, but hits off the crossbar, goes past the keeper. Karius turns around, falls right to who's that striker there? Rockelt, and he just puts it away. I mean, it just fortunate for them. We should not give him the time of day to get that shot off. Yes, he was outside the box, but it doesn't matter, man. Like, these guys can shoot from, especially these days, with their training, they can shoot from distance. And so you gave him a shot, he took it, went off the crossbar, falls to the guy, 1-1. And then, that's one thing, right? You had to lead the whole game and then let off for that moment. Kick off the ball, and moments later, inexplicably, we just decided to stop playing. They started getting more and more chances. They get a corner kick, and we talked about, I just said, Karius really hasn't made any big mistakes until the 88th minute when we needed him most, it seemed like, in this game. And ball goes in with the corner, and he completely whiffs the ball. I mean, I had flashes of the Liverpool, when he was with Liverpool, and some of these misses that he had as a howler. I mean, that's unacceptable by Karius. We see this time and time again where goalkeepers who make big mistakes, going for the one-hand punch instead of the two-hand punch. Much more comfortable to do it like this, where you can get a better chance you can hit the ball. I know in the Hertha game, the young goalkeeper, it's a similar kind of play off a corner kick. He misread the corner, and it goes over his head, and Kalash puts it away in that game. And this game, it went right through his hand. It went it was poor timing by Loris Karius. Ryan says, Karius is known for gaffes, so I guess is what we expected. Yeah, we all knew this about him, right? That's kind of why he fell in our laps, because he was available. Didn't work out at Liverpool, didn't work out at Besiktas, didn't work out at Newcastle. But there's always that hope that maybe he could figure it out, right? And up to this point, he hadn't had that gaffes. He's been playing really well. He's made some really great point-blank saves, made some great long-distance saves. He's had some good saves. Yes, he had a little shaky on the foot control, passing and stuff like that. But in terms of shot stopping, hasn't made too many errors. The one game, 3 games ago, I think, where he made a save, it goes behind him, he just missed it, and luckily, I think Schallenberg cleared it off the line or something. But we hadn't seen the big gaff until 88th minute, when we're already tied 1-1 at home. Just not the way to lose the game. It was just gut punch like no other. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. But we've seen gaffes like that from Heckerin as well. So for the most part, Karius has made some big saves so far this last month that he's played. But man, that hurt. Now, the defense is just as much to blame, because they shouldn't be giving up. Allowing Hanover to get in the game with the last 10 minutes of the game like they did. They shouldn't. Why? We need to find a way to shut them down. We haven't been able to do that. So losing that game 2-1. Statistic-wise, shots on target even, had more possession. We had it all game. More passes, passing accuracy. Fouled them more, but my goodness, it's just terrible gut punch. Would have been nice to get the 3 points. One, to get 3 wins in a row, but then also getting to 36 points and tied with Karlsruhe. I think maybe even getting the goal advantage on Karlsruhe. So being would have been in that 10th spot. But, Karlsruhe, Hanover get the win. I agree, Cordodo. Gantenbein was catastrophic in the game. I think, overall, Aiden has been kind of quiet lately in terms of the team, but Gantenbein wasn't nearly as good as we've seen from Bullet, right? Of this lineup that we've seen so far this last month, Schallenberg, Kaminsky been pretty decent. Kalash as well when he was in there. Merkin, he's been good. Seguin and Bachmann, I've liked that as well. Aiden has been the weak point, I think, so far before this game. Karaman has been obviously, decent coming back into form after being sick. Atuyaje has been decent, and Ba obviously getting some goal contributions. But Gantenbein comes in, didn't do well. He got burned a lot. I think Seguin made a catastrophic error that led to the corner kick for the second goal for Hanover. It's just silly little mistakes that we keep doing Schalke things, right? Can't get over it seems like. Yes, Silla is coming back. That's been hurting us, not having Silla back there. Obviously, Ba has done remarkably well for us, but I would expect, and let me know what you guys you're thinking about this, but I think Ba goes to the bench, Silla and Karaman lead the way, if they're both healthy enough. But Ba's been doing good, so I'm not, distraught about Ba. I just think, maybe you can put Ba and Silla in there, so Silla plays where Aiden is, and Ba is up in the attack, and Karaman and Atuyaje, right? Maybe have Aiden a little rest, give him a chance to kind of think of how he's been playing, because I think he hasn't been poor, but he's been the least effective, I think, out of the starting 11 minus Gantenbein from this last game. So yeah, I don't know, man. But you compare it to how the last couple of games have gone, right? To hurt the match, similar lineup again. Donkor was in there because of the injury situation. It's with Kalash, but Bullet was in there as well. But good game overall. Got the win. Fabian Riese doing Fabian Riese things against us. It's a former Schalke player, right? But we got the job done. We were able to hold him off defensively, and then in the game prior against Munster, got away to get that win there. Late goal by Ba. Good to see him get the score there, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What's Ryan saying here? Ryan says, Sill is obviously the better choice, but I think we need to prepare to move on from him. He's definitely going to be gone this summer. Yep, I agree. I think we need to squeeze as much of the juice out of the orange as possible. But yeah, he's not going to be gone. He's not going to be here next year, for sure. Karaman will be here. Bao, who knows, depending on what that deal is with him. But we need to find a replacement for him and hopefully get good money for Silla. I say squeeze the juice out of him as possible because he gets anywhere close to the amount of goal contributions in the second half that he did in the first half. You're looking at maybe 15 million euros, maybe more for him, which would be great. But we'll see. It's to be determined, I guess. But how does the table look now after that game against Hanover? Hamburg, man, they're surprisingly doing well. Köln as well. Köln had a strong season after starting out really weak. But Hanover jumped up to 6th with their win. We're still 11th. Tied with Greuther Fürth. Greuther Fürth lost to Hertha this weekend. Big time, 5-1. So table's starting to spread out now. It's not as tight as it was when we had left prior. Right? But yeah, we're still within shooting distance of Karlsruhe, Elfersberg as well, and Dusseldorf with these guys. So got to get some results, more results. Good stretch up until this last game, but we got games against Greuther Fürth coming up. Got to get that. Let's see if I get the whole schedule here. Winnable games. So we obviously got the international break coming up here. So we're going to play Groningen. We got winnable. Fürth is winnable. Jan Regensburg better win these 3 games there. And then you got Hamburg. So for these next 3 games, if we can get 9 points, at minimum 7, I think 9. It has to be 9. Greuther Fürth is direct battling with us in terms of points. And Regensburg are below us in the table, so those have to be wins. I'm looking for 9, but I'd settle for 7 if we had to, but 9 is where I'm going to go. Then got Hamburg, and anything can happen. Hamburg and then Kaiserslautern, right? In Paderborn. We got some tough games to close the season out. Got to make these 3 games count. I know we went on a run at the end of the first half of the season, but what are the chances we're gonna do that again, right? I'd be shocked if we did it again. Hey, you never know. We went on a run last couple seasons in this Fight the Liga at the end of the year, so it's possible. But gotta win these next 3 games. Gotta get results. Hopefully they're on ESPN these games or something. One of these games. Instead of watching these legal streams here in the United States, let's see what this says here. Seems sure offline. Okay, well, my calendar's not working now, but we'll figure it out. Can't imagine any of these games are going to be on ESPN Plus. Maybe the first matchup, but I doubt it. We'll see. Hamburg for sure. Kaiserslautern probably too, but until then, maybe not so much, right? So, I don't know, man. Corona says, predict we only get 4 to 5 points. I don't see us improving. We play badly against Hertha and Munster. Yeah, I hope we can turn it around after the international break. Yeah, you know, it's funny because like we've seen some really excellent combination plays. I think who was it? Ante Ajay had a really great opportunity early in the game against. I want to say it was a Hertha match. Seguin found him on a streak there. Seguin seems to be the guy who can unlock our attack. So it'd be nice to see with Silla back what they can do. Maybe a little an emphasis on better passing and crossing with him in there and Ba and Karaman and Atuaje. We'll see. Okay, Ryan says none of them are on ESPN schedule. That sucks. But illegal, dodgy streams it is, right? We're gonna find the Czech streams or the dodgy Serbian streams. We got to do whatever we got to do to find the game on. But we'll make do. We'll make do. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, tell me your thoughts on the game. Curious, it was just, what I'm saying is an understatement. I mean, unacceptable. It was a pathetic performance by the team. It's a complete collapse. And at home, it seems like all our collapses are at home. And that's a annoying part. Is like on the road, we seem to be doing well enough to get to eke out the results. At home is when we have our worst results, it seems like this year. And I don't have anything to back that up at the moment, but let's look at some of our worst games this year. Darmstadt was on the road. Magdeburg 5-2 at home, lost that, right? At home. What else? What are the big results? We lost to Kaiserslautern 3-0 at home. Yeah, I think that's there we go. What else we got? Greuther Fürth that lost to 4-3. That was a terrible game at home. Darmstadt 5-3. Yeah, that was a terrible game under Gerards. That's such a long season. Lost to Köln 3-1 at home. Yeah, just bad results at home. Yeah, that terrible 3-5 game. That's like kind of where that's when we realized we're like, oh, it's gonna be a long ass season. I probably realized that before then, right? I guess, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So those are the games. We got a game against Greuther Fürth. Got to win this. Oh, not this weekend. 2 weeks from now. Keep forgetting the international break is here. It's gonna be. Of course, I had to come back for the international break, right? Right. But it's all right. March 30th. That's the next game. Okay. Groningen's on a Wednesday. This Wednesday. Okay. Cool. Anyway, 2 weeks till the next game. I missed out on the transfers. So, missed out on transfer. Like, I know some players have left. Laszlo obviously went on loan. Hoffman went to Braunschweig, but that Tempelman as well. Wazinski went to Genk on a loan. Poparel and Nude. I knew Nude went there as well. Obviously, Papaba got him for 300,000. That's pretty good considering what he's done already so far for us. Barkok has been underwhelming thus far for us. We'll see. Loris Karius, obviously he's been good until the last game. It's been okay. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Kees van Wanderen is to be determined in what he can do or not. It is funny how the team has kind of gone on a better run now they switched back to English from the German. Still doing German in the interviews, but in terms of backroom stuff, he's all in English. It's nice seeing the behind the scenes stuff, so you can really get a glimpse of how the team is. Keenan Carman's continues to do his motivational speeches, which you love to see. But yeah, it's been Schalke as standard. Nothing has changed since we've been gone. So, but hopefully now that we're back and we got this last stretch run to do here, we sort things out. It's important. These next 3 games, got to do something because considering our current form, I don't, who was saying that? Was that Kuroda was saying 4 to 5 points these next 3 games? Like, if 4 to 5 points are our next 3 games, what are we expecting the last gauntlet at the end of the season? I can't expect more than 3-4 points based on current form. But we need to shore up defensively, and I don't know how we're going to do that. They need to figure a way to do that. That's been the shocking thing to me. It's like at times we have looked better, but it's at 90 minutes. We can't do it for 90 minutes. And we almost have a little bit in our head where like the slightest thing goes wrong, we're almost going back to our old ways of saying, let's worry now, right? I mean, what we did to Hanover was just pathetic. Oh, well, what are we going to do? Anyway, glad to be back. Just want to get this off the schneid here. Schalke didn't give us much to talk about. But, yeah, glad to be back. Jack, like I said, Jack will be back next week. I'm excited for that. And we'll go from here, get the rest of the season. And I say next week. I keep saying next week, but it's going to be 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. We'll maybe do some stuff on the Groningen game or something like that just to keep things going, add more content. Hopefully everyone has been well. Shout out again to those who reached out while I was out. So miss all you guys. Excited, jazzed up to be back to the podcasting and streaming here. So yeah, let's get this one done. Game's over. International break. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's have some fun. All right, everyone. Keeping it short and sweet because, like Schalke, can't go the whole 90 right now. Can't go the whole podcast right now. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of the week, the international break. We will be posting some content between now and the next game for sure. Just got to catch back up if so to be. So, all right. Make sure you follow Jack at JMMMANGAN. You can follow me at R_KHARMAN. More importantly, follow Schalke America. Yes, we are back. No more breaks, hopefully. No promises. See what life has in store for us. But yeah, enjoy the break, and we'll catch you guys soon. Glück auf.